Hello and good morning, students. Welcome to today's class. This is revision day 2 on coordinate geometry, and I am your maths teacher, Madhuri Mangale from LK Wagji MPS Secondary School, Matunga. We will quickly revise first. So this topic, coordinate geometry, is of just 3 to 4 formulas. First formula is the distance formula, which is root of x2 minus x1 the whole squared plus y2 minus y1 the whole squared. That's the distance formula. And the other three formulas are here. That is the section formula. This is the section formula, then the midpoint formula and the centroid formula. So just 4 to 5 formulas, and that's all in this chapter. In the last class, we have done lot of practice on midpoint formula. In today's class, we will be doing few questions on distance formula. So let's begin with the interaction, and we will be working on each question together. So before we begin, here are the top 10 students on the last quiz: Junaid, Sahil, Khushi Bano, Shreya, Gaurav, Asmita, Shivam, Sweetie, Sumit, and Lakshmi. Congratulations to these students and also to the others who did participate and scored well. So let's begin. The instructions are as follows. You should go to any web browser and Google in joinmyquiz.com. Okay, and you should see the link for students. Click on that. You will be redirected to quizzes link like this. You should see a quizzes link opening like this, and then you need to enter the code. The code is right here, 209137. Enter in this code and click on join a game. Once you click join a game, it will ask for your name. Enter your name with your school name. Now, why I am insisting on school name? Because when we generate the result, we will get to know the school name also, so that in case if you are giving certificates, it can be easily sent to you, right? So please mention your school name also. And then you will be directed here to this board, to the dashboard. So once again, what you're supposed to do, go to any web browser and Google in joinmyquiz.com. Click the link for students. It will ask for a code. The code is this, 209137. 209137. Once you enter the code, it will ask for a name. Enter your name with school name, and we begin. So 10 of you have already joined. Great. Others, please join quickly. You should be able to see a screen like this. Preetham, Sairaj, Ronak, Aman, Asmita, Shweta, Diksha, Shahabuddin, Shreya, Minu, and yes, Fez, Shenawaz. Great. Please, students, quickly join. Another 10 seconds and we will begin with the first question. Just 10 seconds, quickly. The code is here on the top, 209137. That's the code, 209137. Junaid, Lakshmi, Dastagir, Shabnam. Very good. Priyanka has joined. Quickly, students. 209137 is the code. 209137 is the code. Okay. And let's begin with the first question. There we go. That's the first question. Now, this is on midpoint formula. A quick revision on what we did yesterday. Midpoint formula. So how do we solve this? We are given 2 points and we are asked to find the midpoint. Okay, for others, I'll just quickly open this question. You can try it out directly. And for those who want some help, we can work it out together. So the midpoint formula is x1 plus x2 divided by 2 comma y1 plus y2 divided by 2. That's the midpoint formula. And when we are given the point 6 comma 7 and 6 comma minus 5, the first point gives you x1 y1, the second point gives you x2 y2. So just combining the x terms together, that will be 6 plus 6 divided by 2, and combining the y coordinates, that will be y minus 5 divided by 2, 7 minus 5 divided by 2, right? And simplifying this, you will get the answer. So that will be 12 upon 2 comma 2 divided by 2. Quickly get the answer to this and submit your submit to the correct answer. So you can see the choices over here. Okay, go to the page of quiz, go to the quiz page, and you should be able to see these options. Click the correct one, and if you click on the correct one, it would say submitted and waiting for others to finish. Okay, 5 more seconds and I'll end the question. We are working on it parallelly. Okay, so 12 divided by 2, what you would get, and 2 divided by 2, what would you get? Let's see how many of you, 23 of you have already submitted the answers, and I'm going to end the question in 5 seconds. Others, quickly submit. Fast, another 3 seconds. And I end the question. So let's see how many of you have got it right. Diksha, Meenu, Shabuddin, Shweta, Asmita, fantastic. 20 of you have got it right. So the answer to this was 6 comma 1. Let us see it here. So go back to the Zoom link, go back to the Zoom class. You should see 12 divided by 2, that was 6 and 1. So the midpoint for these 2 points, midpoint of the segment which joins these 2 points is 6 comma 1. Let's begin with the next question now. Question number 2. Find the distance between these 2 points. Now to find the distance, we are going to use the distance formula, which is x2 minus x1 the whole squared plus y2 minus y1 the whole squared, right? That is the distance formula. And we have the point 0 comma minus 2 and 0 comma 5, right, students? So the first point gives you x1 comma y1, and the second gives you x2 comma y2. So just plug in the values and solve to get the answer. That will be x2 minus x1, which is 0 minus 0 the whole squared plus y2 minus y1. So y2 is 5. 5 minus minus 2, that will be 5 minus of minus 2 the whole squared, which is equals to, this would be 0. 0 squared is 0, so that becomes a 0 plus 5. You first combine the signs, so combining the signs will make it a positive. 5 plus 2 will give you a 7, and 7 squared will make it a 49. That gives us root of 49. And simplify this to get the answer. I'm going to quickly open it. Open the question on quiz link. Yes, students. So once you have got the answer, please go to the quiz link and submit your answers. I see 8 of you have already submitted the answers. Yes, you all are doing great. You all are doing great. So you should be able to see the question like this, which is find the distance between those 2 points, and you have the choices. Quickly click on the right one, and yes, I'll give you another 3 seconds. Another 3 seconds. Once you enter the option, you should be able to see a screen like this. Submitted, waiting for others to answer. There, I'm going to end the question. 30 of you have submitted the answers. Yes, and let's see how many of you have got it right. Wonderful. 21 of you have got it right. That's the next question now, and we are going to do it on the board. So come back to the Zoom class. Come back to the Zoom class, and this is the next question. Question number 3. How is the distance formula correctly written? So from the given choices, you have to identify the correct formula. Okay, this is super easy. This is super easy. You just need to select the correct formula. That is root of x2 minus x1 the whole squared plus y2 minus y1 the whole squared, right? Which is the correct one? No working at all. Simply select the correct one. So 17 of you have already answered it. Others, quickly, you just need to select the correct formula. And one more very important thing, please write out. Do the writing work. Use paper pen. Don't try to do the things mentally. Work it out. The more you write the formula, the more you don't need to practice it again and again later. So another 3 seconds and I'm going to end this question. You just need to select the correct choice. Okay, and again 30 of you have submitted it. So let me end it. Ending the question will give us the score. Let us see how many of you have scored it right. Fantastic. 20 of you have got it right. For those who got confused, let us look at the Zoom board. Please come back to the Zoom screen and just check. This is the correct formula. X2 minus x1 the whole squared plus y2 minus y1 the whole squared. This was the correct answer, the correct choice. Fine. We move to next question. Question number 4. We are asked to find the distance between these 2 points. Okay. The first point gives us x1, y1. The second point is x2, y2. And what is the formula? The formula is root of x2 minus x1 the whole squared plus y2 minus y1 the whole squared. Just substitute the values. So x2 minus x1, that will be 2 minus 8 the whole squared plus y2 minus y1, that will be minus 3 minus 0 the whole squared. Okay, and then simplify. So that will be 2 minus 8 is minus 6 squared plus minus minus is addition, 3 negative 3 squared. And what do you get? Yes, just simplify and select the correct choice quickly, students. Simplify and select the correct choice. So once you are done, go to the link, the quiz link, move to that page. You just need to switch pages time and again. All right. One is the quiz page where you have to submit the answers, and one is the Zoom class where we are solving it out together. Okay. So from this, which is the correct one? Quickly. Another 5 seconds and I'll end the question. 27 of you have already answered it. For those who have not yet joined, what are you supposed to do? You need to go to Zoom, go to Google, enter in joinmyquiz.com. This is what you need to enter in, right? Go to joinmyquiz.com and you need to enter this code 209137. 209137 is the code. Enter this code. You need to enter your name and you will be here on the dashboard working or selecting the correct choices. So here I end this question. Let's see how many of you have got it right. Very good. 22 of you have got it right. Let's solve it on the board. Please move to the Zoom board here. Simplifying this, we get the answer to be root of 45. We can't simplify it further, okay? So we leave it as it is. Yes, of course, it can be simplified, yes. So that's 5 times 9, which is 45. This can also be written as 3 root 5. But if you look at the choices, okay, and let's move to the next question. Question number 5. Again, you need to find the distance. So you're given 2 points and you need to find the distance between these 2 points. Students, you should work it out. Okay, try to solve it and get the correct answer. So the formula is x2 minus x1 the whole squared plus y2 minus y1 the whole squared. And the first point will give you x1 y1. The second point will give you x2 y2. Substitute the values x2 minus x1, x2 minus x1, that is 7 minus a minus 3 the whole squared plus y2 minus y1 the whole squared. Y2 is minus 1 minus 5 the whole squared. Okay, so this will make it 7 plus 3, that is 10, and 10 squared is 100, plus minus 1 minus 5 will become minus 6, and minus 6 squared will be 36. Simplify to get the answer. Simplify to get the answer and submit your answers on the Zoom link. Yes, move to the quiz link, and I see 20 of you have already answered it. You should be able to see choices like this. Simplify to the last step and check which is the right one.
हेलो मैम।
Yes.
मैम कोड क्या है इसका?
Okay, the code is here on the screen. Just a minute. Yeah, 209137 on the screen. You should see 209137 is the code. 209137 is the code. Okay, fantastic. I see the number of participants increasing, and 38 of you have already answered it. So let's end this question and see how many of you have got it right.
passport है.
The code, you can see it on the screen. The code is 209137. 209137 is the code, and very good, 31 of you have got it right. Fantastic. Let us move to the next question now. So here 100 plus 36, that gives us root of 136. Okay. That is the next question. Question number 6. So we are given 2 points and we are asked to find the distance between them. We are doing a lot of practice on this so that maximum of you should be able to solve these simple questions. Okay, so we have 2 points, 2 comma 1, negative 2 comma 1 and 4 comma 3. You need to use the distance formula, which is x2 minus x1 the whole squared plus y2 minus y1 the whole squared. Start solving, students, and try to get the answer. Once you get it, please enter it in the quizzes link. Go to the quiz page and you should be able to see the choices. So the first point, it gives us x1 y1. The second point gives us x2 y2, and substitute the values here. So x2 minus x1, x2 minus x1, that will be 4 minus minus 2 the whole squared plus y2 minus y1, y2 minus y1, so 3 minus 1 the whole squared. And simplified further, So negative and negative will make it a positive. 4 plus 2 will be 6. And 6 squared is 36, plus y2 minus y1, that is 3 minus 1, that is 2. 2 squared is 4. And you should be able to simplify it further. Yes, students, quickly solve it, and the question is there on the quiz link. The question is there on the quiz link. Select the correct choice and wait. Okay, let's see how many of you have already submitted. Great. Another 5 seconds, and we are going to move to next question. Another 5 seconds. Quickly submit your answers. This is super easy. Simple calculation. Simple calculation. Okay, let's end it and see how many of you have got it right. Okay, and 31 of you have got it right. Wonderful, students. So it was just simple calculation it was. So just check here. 36 plus 4, that was 40, and root of 40 was the answer. Of course we can simplify it further, like 40 is 4 times 10. So root of 4 is 2, and 2 root 10, that will be the final answer. But as per the question, as per the choices there were, you can select root of 40 there, correct? Root of 40 is the answer, or 2 root 10, it is one and the same thing. But always you should simplify it to the lowest form. Okay, try to simplify it to the maximum. Let us move to next question. Question number 7. Now this is an interesting question. Distance of point from the y-axis. What do you mean by that? Yes, I have added this question on quiz. Those who have already got the answers, you can enter your answers. For those who want some hints, let us solve it together. So we are given a point, that is negative 6 comma 8, and we are asked what is the distance from the y-axis. So to help you out on the graph, let us quickly look at the graph, how that looks like, just for better understanding. Okay. There, and you need to first check where is the point negative 6 comma 8. So negative 6 comma 8 will be somewhere. Yes. Okay, just a minute. And where will be that point? So that point will be somewhere around over here, right? Negative 6 comma 8, this is the point. Okay, it would be in the second quadrant, right, students? Negative 6 comma 8 over here, and we are asked to find the distance from the y-axis. So the distance from y-axis is this distance. Okay, students, this is the distance from the y-axis. So you just need to count the places. What is the answer? Okay, so distance of any point from y-axis is the x coordinate. Answer is the x coordinate. And remember, distance is always positive. Distance is always positive. Okay, so if you just want to see it on the graph, this is the point, and you need to find the distance of that point from y-axis. So simply count 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on, like that. Otherwise, the standard version is the x coordinate is the distance of any point from the y-axis, provided it should be positive. So just change the sign to positive. That is your answer. Okay, students. So let us see how many of you have submitted the answers. Quickly submit your answers. For any point, the distance from the distance from y-axis is the x coordinate, and always give the answer in positive form. So what is the x coordinate here? What is the x coordinate here? And you need to give the answer in positives, because distance is never negative. As simple as that. And 30 of you have submitted the answers. Let me end the question. Let us see how many of you have got it right. 20 of you have got it right. Let us look at the next question. And let me give you some more hints. So for distance from y-axis, the answer is the x coordinate. And if the question is distance of any point from x-axis, that is the y coordinate. Okay. For this one, the answer was the x coordinate. So what is the x coordinate in -6 and 8? The x coordinate is 6, but it's -6 here. But the distance is always positive, right? So the answer is 6. Answer is 6. Let us look at next question. Question number 8. Distance of this point from the x-axis. Okay. And what should be the answer? The distance of any point from x-axis is always the y coordinate. It is always the y coordinate. And what should be done? You should change the sign to positive, because distance is always positive. So students, what is the y coordinate here? Very simple. You can just look at it and give the answer within seconds, isn't it? What is the distance of this point from x-axis? The answer is the y coordinate. And clearly you can see the y coordinate there. Let us see how many of you have answered it. Okay, you all are still answering. So if for example the point was 10 comma, if the point was 10 comma, let's say 125, and you are asked what is the distance of this point from x-axis. So when it says from x-axis, simply y coordinate is the answer. So the answer would be 125. For your question, what will be the answer? What is the distance of this point from the x-axis? Right, I think that that hint was enough. And let's see how many of you have answered it. Okay, let's end the question. 34 of you have submitted the answers. 18 of you have got it right. Maybe some of you are confused. So let us quickly look at the same question again. What is the distance of this point from the x-axis? The distance of a point from x-axis is the y coordinate. So what is the y coordinate in this point? 2 comma 3. What is the y coordinate? First is always x, second is always y. So the y coordinate is 3. That means the answer is equals to 3. This point is 3 units away from the x-axis. Okay. Let us look at the next question. Question number 9. Distance between these 2 points is given by. Okay, so you should be able to see the formula in the choices. Let us solve it out here. So the points are 0 comma y and x comma 0. All right. And we use the distance formula. So x2 minus x1 the whole squared plus y2 minus y1 the whole squared. It's super easy. Don't worry at all. Let's work it out. So this is x1, this is y1, this is x2, this is y2. Just substitute x2 minus x1, that will be x minus 0 the whole squared plus y2 minus y1, that will be 0 minus y the whole squared. Correct, students? And then x minus 0 will be x. So x squared plus 0 minus y is minus y squared. And simplify this. What is square of x squared? That is x squared. What is square of negative y? What is square of negative y? plus something, and that is your answer. Okay, I keep this one step for you, and let's see how many of you have submitted the answers. What is square of negative y? Just enter in that, look at the choices and select the correct one. Yes, you have the choices here. What is the square of negative y? Be very careful. Be very careful. Square of any negative number, square of any negative variable is always positive. Is always positive. For others who have not attempted, please go ahead and quickly try it out. Very good. 35 of you have answered it. So let's end the question and see how many of you have got it right. 23 of you have got it right. And let's move to the solution. Yes, just check. Negative y squared is a positive y squared. Okay, square of any negative is always positive. So this was supposed to be the answer. Root of x squared plus y squared. Fine, and let's move to the last question, which is very important. Okay, this won't be for MCQ, but just for practice, just to make it interactive, I have kept it as MCQ. Okay, use the distance formula to classify the following triangle. So this is a triangle ABC, and we have to check if it's an equilateral, scalene, or isosceles triangle. Okay, students, and what are you supposed to do? You need to find sides. You need to find sides, that is, you need to work it out to find the distance of AB, BC, AC, and then compare to check if all the sides are equal, if any two are equal, or none of them are equal. Fine. So let's solve. We first begin with finding the distance AB. So that will be root of x2 minus x1, right? The same formula we apply here. But what is A and what is B? So the first point is 1 comma 0 and 3 comma 1. That's B. This is A and B. So x2 minus x1, x2 minus x1, that is 3 minus 1 the whole squared, plus y2 minus y1. So what is y? y2 is 1, 1 minus 0 the whole squared. Simplify this. What do you get? Simplify this. So that will be root of 3 minus 1 is 2, and 2 squared is 4, plus 1 minus 0 is 1, 1 squared is 1. So that gives us the value to be root of 5. Let's check what is distance. Let's say AC. So again, the same formula. What is A and C this time? It's 1 comma 0. C is 4 comma 5. So the same process, x2 minus x1, that is 4 minus 1 the whole squared, plus y2 minus y1, y2 minus y1, that is 5 minus 0 the whole squared, which will be equal to, yes, students, do try it out. I guess many of you must have already got the answers. 4 minus 1 is 3, 3 squared is 9, plus 5 minus 0 is 5, 5 squared is 25. So you'll get some value here. And then the last part, which is distance of BC. AB is done, AC is done, now BC. So look at the 2 points, B and C. B is 3 comma 1 and C is 4 comma 5. So x2 minus x1, that will be 4 minus 3 the whole square, plus y2 minus y1, that will be 5 minus 1 the whole squared, which is equals to how much? So 4 minus 1, that's 4 minus 3, that's 1. 1 squared is 1. 5 minus 1 is 4. 4 squared is 16. And simplifying, you'll get some answer. Compare all of them and check what is it. Compare all of them and check, is it, are all the sides equal? Are any two of those equal? How? What? Check. I leave this part for you. Is it a equilateral triangle? Is it a scalene triangle, isosceles, or is it a right angled triangle? So this part, if you simplify this part, that should be equal to 34, root of 34, and 1 plus 16, that is root of 17. Don't be in a hurry just by comparing this. You should also check if it's a right angle triangle, that is c square equals to a squared plus b squared, the highest square. Check if it is the sum of other two squares. Okay, and I guess you must have got the answers now. So check if the square of the highest one here is root of 34. Check if the square of this is equal to square of sum of the squares of other two, that is root of 5 and root of 17. Okay, and let's see how many of you have got it. 27 of you have already answered. And let's end the question. Let's see how many of you have got it right. Wonderful. Great. And 8 of you, okay, maybe you most of you were confused, and let us look at the solution. So yes, there, comparing all the sides, comparing the three sides, you can see that all of them are different, right? So none of the sides are equal. That will make it a scalene triangle. Also, if you compare this, then that will be 34 equals to 5 plus 17, and that's not equal. So this is not a right angle triangle. The answer to this was scalene. Okay, students. Now here, uh, yes, so you can just check the top 10 participants who got it right: Ronak, Asmita, Junaid, Abdullah, Dilkash, Shreya, Dastagir, Sonu, Preetham, and Mahesh. These are the top 10 performing participants. And thank you everyone for joining. I hope you enjoyed today's class. If anybody has any doubts, you can just unmute, raise your hand, and you can ask.